Hello and welcome. In today's video we're going to be going over Eileen in the raid builds for Blood and Giant. This is going to be an endgame build as you do require quite a few ultimates legacies, so you're going to be using Lunaire with Sacrament. You are then going to be using Zoop with Immaculacy, Patros with Blackmane, and then Eileen with her own legacy. As I do not have it maxed, I'll be using one of my mercenaries in my alliance. But you would be using, if you do have it, Lupus Bane at 10 star. So I'm going to be going over the build itself. So in general, start off with the altar. You're going to be using 15 hero, 15 greed. You get 15 each by using the Greed of Ring. So you'd be first forming 15 hero, then 10 greed. In an ideal world, if you wanted absolutely perfect, you would do a single line spell power and then a separate line attack speed. However, I only have perfect 2 slots and 1 slot attack speed on the same slots. So I currently have 2 slots SP spell power and 1 slot attack speed. So you're going to be using Fear Devour, Greed Ring, and Perpetual Void. You do want Lunaire on your highest spell power as possible, and Eileen really just needs the attack speed. Again, if you can have single line spell power with a different line attack speed, that is definitely much better. Now going into the heroes, Eileen uses her own Lupus Bane with Barbarian. With aim shot for a raid. The Barbarian set is focused on special damage. Next we have Zoop, who is using Immaculacy with Fear. Next is Lunaire with Sacrament. It is 3 Ocean, 2 Barbarian with a focus on Guard. Bardry is for attack speed on this one, so using Training Sword with 2 slots, spell pop or attack speed, looking for that 30% or more attack speed on Bardry. Elizabeth is going to be our Central Sword wearer, and using that for the exposed weakness, so you want your highest menace that you can on her. And then last but not least, Patros with 5 guard and Blackmane. If you don't have 5 ocean for the guard set, you can use different sets for it as long as you have 3 ocean. The main thing is that you do have your highest guard. I like to keep 5 ocean for the defense buff as well. So this is the team. We're going to go ahead and form a team now, since I don't have one preset for us. So let's test my luck and see how it goes. Alrighty, so round 1 to round 2, it doesn't matter what you put on, as long as you just have 1 hero or maybe 2 heroes on the board, that is a-okay. Do not sell anything in round 1 or round 2, you want to wait till round 3 to see what you get. So round 3 is where the magic happens. So your biggest thing is to get a tier 4 of your main hero that you want as a tier 7. So in this case, we're going to be going for an Elizabeth tier 7. So I'm going to be selling everything possible before I get to tier 4 Elizabeth, and then I'll be booking her with the tier 2 blue book, and then to get a tier 5 at the start. If you are playing a little risky, you can try and keep your Lunaires, your second hero, to be a tier 4. So that's pretty risky, I'll say. Sometimes it works if your economy is really great, so in this case, I really only need a few more Elizabeths. I have the economy, so I'm going to try and go for it. I'm gonna try, or maybe keep the Elizabeth, or sell the tier 3. Nope, I'm just gonna do this. Hope I only get 2 medals. You know what, I'm not gonna risk it. So typically you want to just keep 1 carry on the field at this time, so we have our T5. However, I feel like my luck is going to be good on this run, so I'm going to put both up. There has been times before where I've gotten 3 medals or 4 medals on this shop, and I haven't had anyone to use it on. So that is perfect. I'm gonna skip the armor, skip the bow since I don't have any there. Armor is free, so I'll just grab it in the tier 2 book. So that is pretty much perfect. I'm gonna drop the Lunaire now since I don't get the shop for a little while, and I'm gonna expand a few times until it says 20 expand. Doing this helps your rolls to reduce your troop spot in order to have a better chance at getting not troops, so hopefully you'd be getting a medal at that point because you're raising the odds. And there we go, there's my tier 7. Don't know why I just spent some gold, but that's fine. 2, 4. I only get a few spots. I'm gonna keep it for just round 7 or round 8. Put it on Eileen. As Elizabeth, sorry, not Elizabeth. Lunaire would be the one that I would put the sword on, but Lunaire's only going to really hit 2 or 3 people. Maybe not even kill them all. So I'm not going to put the sword on her yet. As I didn't have any tier 1 items, I'll go for the economy and get the scroll. Now round 6 is your last. They were dancing a little. Round 6 was your last round before for this part in order to get a medal. And there we go, perfect. Refresh. I'm gonna buy the swords or bows. Alright, so in this case, Eileen doesn't need staffs, but it's got the +2 gold. So +4 gold I'm getting right now, so that's 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24 extra gold. And then I'll pretty much just sell the tier 1 just in case it does double up into a tier 5. I don't want to sell a tier 5 in case I don't get it back. However, with this build, tier 4 is good enough, or tier 3 is good enough, so we'll see how it goes. So now this round it's 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24 again, so 48 extra gold I got. That is amazing. So I was hoping for a red book, but since I didn't get a red book, and I need some extra bows and a split damage. Split damage is good, not the best, but I'll take it essentially. I'm gonna sell this, put the staff on now. What is it, a split? No. Yeah, that's 1, so I got an extra 2 gold by putting on the staff on her, which is not too bad. Alright, so I got a split damage sword, so that's good. I have tier 3, 2 tier 2s. So I'm looking for either books, medals, or split damage items. Perfect. Well, that's a waste. Oh no, it's not a waste. Perfect. Alright, here we go. So this is going to be a really good run, hopefully. What do I need? Alright, I gotta focus. Let's merge the bows on Elizabeth, because Elizabeth is Elizabeth is melee, so only one range. And if you put bows on a one range hero, they do not get +1 range. Which right now we do not want +1 ranges. So what I'm looking for right now is a tier 3 Bardry, which I have, tier 7 Elizabeth, and tier 1 Zoop. Tier 7 Lunaire is great, however not totally needed for this. If you're looking for a triple kill, then definitely it is needed. My sword is split tar- oh, perfect, that's exactly what I need for this build. So I'm going to go ahead and start rolling. Armor is useless, so I'm gonna put that on Patros. I'm gonna book there. I'm gonna put just items on Eliz, because I'm gonna sell her even if she doubles up. Let's just... One problem with having a lot of books is your space on the board. So with Eileen, you need split damage, of course, but what's really good is not just the 20% split, it's the 50% special damage to 3 targets upon dealing normal damage after using a skill. Because Eileen uses her skills super fast, it's really OP. So it just keeps on basically proccing her attacks, her spell, and then with the Barbarian set, it just amplifies it. What do I want to do? Have I got enough gold? Yes. I've got... Let's zoom up here. Got 3 more. I need space, so let's do that. I did not want to do that. That was a fat finger slip. Oi. Okay. That's one problem with going fast. So what do I need? I need T5 Patros, I need a Bardry, and 2 more Elizabeth. So 2, 4, 6, I need 60 gold. I'm going to save my book for Patros. I'm gonna keep tier 3. Don't think I'll get... We'll do this. Kinda wish I did not combine my tier 5s, but that's okay, not the end of the world. Tier 3, tier 5, 7s, tier 3. Items on the right plate, people. Alright. Let's see how this goes. So again, it's going to be Eileen, Lupus, and Barbarian set. You can see this one has 426% special damage, so that's really amazing. Lunaire is going to get your staffs and swords that do not have split damage. Patros, I just throw armor on Patros. If your armor does have the split damage or the special damage, the 50% one, throw that on Eileen. Everything else, if you have extra bows than what you have, I would put them on either Bardry or Soup. But that's pretty much it. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this and start a blood run, and then I'm going to go into a giant run right afterwards. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do a blood hit first. Let's see how this goes. Not technically a triple kill yet, but let's see. So 17 seconds for 2.1 bill. And as you can see, 2.5 bill, Eileen, and just special damage alone. Let's go ahead and test out Giant. Alright, Giant is a little bit easier because of the mighty blocks that Blood does. Sometimes it does actually block your damage. So this one should be a little bit faster, but let's see. Oh. Elizabeth got knocked back, which is not good, but still 17 seconds, which is good. 2.6 bill damage. So 2.1 in 13 seconds. So this build should technically kill 3 bosses in the same flag. So please go ahead and like, favorite, and subscribe. Ask any comments down below for any questions that you may have, and hope to see you guys on the next video.